Hey y'all. Bonjour, como esta, ohoro wanyu, guten tag, and all of the greetings. I hope you guys have been okay. I know I have been AWOL a little bit. Can't help it. See, my life is set up, but you're about to watch, we call them stitches. Those who are on TikTok know this, but you're about to watch a compilation of some videos that feature certain people I like to call white saviors, who like to talk down on melanated people, okay? Or should I say higher melanated people? They like to look at us as if we're infants. So they infantilize us. They try to tell us how to think, how to vote, how to feel. They define us by our skin tone. It's a whole thing. And I happened to come across this guy, and I tagged all the conservative creators I could think of who look like me, my chocolate conservatives, and they all stitched him. It was gold. I believe at the end he ended up deleting his video when he got called out for his racism. So you're about to watch that. There's gonna be a different conservatives. I'm gonna tag their TikToks in the description. Please go ahead and follow them. And just a reminder, do not let anyone tell you how to think on basis of your skin tone, or because you belong to a certain demographic, right? You don't think with your skin tone, you don't think with your tribe. Kenyans, I'm looking at you. Stop allowing politicians to manipulate you and try to jifanya that they are your friend because they are your people. Look what Ruto has done to Kenya. It's a hard lesson to learn, but I really hope Kenyans are learning. It's the same thing. The same way they play on your tribe in Kenya is the same way they play on race in America. Race. I say race in quotes because we're the human race, right? That's it, we're the human race. But the party that's called the Democrat Party, ironically, is the one that's been playing on people's skin tone since the 1800s. It's insane once you go down that rabbit hole what you find out. It's been an awakening for sure since 2020. I am a proud, previous, recovered Democrat, and proudly voting for Mr. Mean Tweets, because even when he was a Democrat, he had the same values. So it's ironic that the people who you think are the victims are the worst bullies. The people who say, oh, they are oppressed, oh, blah, 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 they are the oppressors in this country in 2024. If you don't say what they want you to say, you don't believe what they want you to believe, then you become the enemy. They gang up against you, they harass you, they call you names, they send you death threats. It is insane what I've experienced. And not just me, it's not unique to just me. A bunch of conservatives have gone through the same. So like I said, when you watch this video, it's going to be definitely an interesting wake-up call for you. And I hope that you're able to see what I've been saying for years through the eyes and mouths of other conservatives.
Them live streams, like, for the blacks.
Wait, did you say the blacks? Did you just say the blacks? Are you listening to yourself?
Right? And every time I click on one of these live streams, there's a black person on there, and I'm thinking, what is going on? You know?
Oh, sir, let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. White savior says what? White savior says what? Actually, now we are being paid. So now we are the token black people, right? I don't know what's worse. You speaking BS or your followers agreeing with you in the comment section. You know, the Democrat plantation parrots agreeing with you vehemently. Saying, yes, tell them. Blue heart, blue heart, blue heart.
These black people just turning on their own race.
Sir, kindly. Sir, how has the Democrat Party done for the black people so far? Active voting against our own race. What is our race? We're the human race. Is there another race out there that I'm not aware of? So you're telling me I should vote Democrat because I am black? Right. Do you not realize how racist that sounds? Wow. I cannot.
Knowing you're never going to get a seat at the table, not with these people.
A seat at the table with these people. You mean the Democrats, the most racist pieces of crap in this country, those ones? Which party was formed to stop slavery? Republican. Republicans stop slavery. Y'all are still holding people in mental shackles, pandering to the black vote, including Biden, who said if I don't vote for him, I'm not black. Well, I didn't vote for him in 2020, so I lost my black card. And thankfully I did, because I would rather be whitewashed, okay, than be a dumbass voting Democrat.
People like my relatives and people I know, they will send me a video with a black person and see, they're like, see, we got blacks vote for Trump. No, it's the Uncle Toms, you know, the hardcore wannabe white dudes. I mean, like white black. I can't even fucking say it. I've been around them all my life. And
You white saviors get on my nerves so much. How dare you call me an Uncle Tom? Okay, first of all, Uncle Tom is the hero of the book. You clearly have not read the book, have you? So I think it's an insult. But the fact you're gonna sit there and insult me for the way I vote because you expect me to vote for you, you masters, you are not my master, I am not a slave. Okay? Only Democrats see people as slaves. So thank you for showing your ass. Nobody is paying me crap to be a Trumpy, trumpet, Trumpster, maggot, whatever you wanna call me. Okay? No one has paid me a single cent. I'm in the Trump campaign ad saying I'm not with her. I'm not with her being Mamala. Okay? Mamala the communist. So I'm not with her because I don't use my skin tone and my bajingo to vote. I use my brain and my heart. And I vote for the guy who's done things for this country. Black and white are irrelevant. We are not colors. But as usual, you white saviors always show your racism. Because you think so I'm what? Because I'm this skin tone, I'm supposed to think a certain way, vote a certain way. Wearing my Trump hat apparently triggers you, and you assume I'm paid to do it. I'm not paid. And I will happily support Trump. Who paid me? Did you pay me? Did you pay me? Yeah? Hey, let me tell you. Malcolm X said something about y'all. He warned us about the white liberals.
Many whites who are trying to solve the problem, but you never see them going under the label of liberals. That white person that you see calling himself a liberal is the most dangerous thing in the entire Western Hemisphere. He's the most deceitful. He's like a fox. And a fox is always more dangerous in the forest than the wolf. You can see the wolf coming. You know what he's up to. But the fox will fool you. He comes at you with his mouth shaped in such a way that even though you see his teeth, you think he's smiling.
He did. And here you are proving yourself and showing your ass. Sir. Kindly, sir, watch yourself. Watch yourself. We, jichunge sana wewe, jichunge. Una dole gani?
Let's check out this EBT member and hear what he thinks about black Republicans.
all right, this video is about them live streams, like for the blacks.
Listen, boy, you ever call me the blacks? Let me guess, you a Democrat. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. No Republican has ever referred to me as the blacks. They say John. You know, John. You might be a real racist, and your family might be too. But let's go.
Right? And every time I click on one of these live streams and a black person's on there, and
I bet you can tell me how many times you did it too, huh, buddy? You can tell me how many times you did it too, huh, buddy?
and I'm thinking, what is going on? You know, and
this boy is bewildered. He's like, gee Wilker, how can you be a black Republican? Where I'm from, we don't let blacks be Republicans. Man, shut the fuck up. Like, why is this a video? Like, yo, deleted this shit.
I look at your crispy red hat. No, they ain't never wore it before.
What hat you mean? You mean this hat right here? You don't think I wore this hat? Some of us keep our shit clean, boy. Some of us keep our shit clean. You know, that's what blacks do. You feel me?
And you know they're getting paid to be surrogates. You know?
No, we don't know. Be surrogates. The fuck are you talking about?
Comments, and you try to post a question to them, something serious, and they just scroll right past it. But
It's almost like this boy don't understand how fucking TikTok works. If you engage with Democrats, they report you. If you reply to Democrats with what they don't agree to, they report you. If you say anything to Democrats, they report you. This is not an open forum back and forth, boy. This isn't. I know you don't know this, but I'm telling you, understand it.
as soon as they Trump 2024, comes on that comment, it scrolls. Oh yeah, Trump 24, yeah, MAGA, this and that.
I really don't think this boy understands how this fucking app works. If you reply to the hate, you get banned. If you reply to the supporters, you're good. It's not that fucking hard to understand.
These black people.
I told you once, I'm gonna tell you again. Stop referring to black folks as these black people. What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Just turning on their own race.
Yo, when, all right, my people, this is racist rhetoric. Anybody that thinks that all black people need to think the same is a racist. I'm gonna say it. I usually don't tell people they racist, but yeah, this guy is giving off racist vibes, democratic racist vibes. We don't all think alike, and we don't all believe alike. We're not made that way. So if you think that because a black person doesn't think like the rest of them, that crabs in a barrel shit ain't far from true.
Knowing you're never going to get a seat at the table, not with these people.
Like, what is he talking about?
Blacks vote for Trump. Nah, it's the Uncle Toms. The
Is this white man? Is this really talking? Is calling someone a racist offensive? It might be. I might have to edit out racist. This man is pushing a black. This is a hood booger. Hood booger. I know a hood booger when I see him. They have grouped all black people in a box because they're hood booger mentality. I'm gonna tag him in there. I want y'all to go tell him that black people live on farms. I grew up on a farm. I didn't grow up in the projects, in the barrio, on the corner. I didn't sell drugs. I didn't go to jail. We don't all think like hood boogers.
the hardcore wannabe white dudes. I mean, like white, black. I can't even fucking say it. I've been around them all my life, and I grew up in the projects.
I was around black dudes. You know, I went to prison and I did 5 years. I was with all the blacks. You know, I refer to them as the blacks, you know? Man, fuck out of here. This is the type of boy, man, where I'm from, this type of boy would never exist. We don't fuck with people like this. It's that single-minded. They got that ghetto, what's the word? Hood booger mentality. He might as well be a Yo, you a I said it. You got that mentality. And boys like me, we don't fuck and you a So when you hear me say I mean people like you. They don't think that we can have multiple ideas and thought processes outside of that box. Because they're and you're a So remember that when you see me talk, remember I told you this, boy. You grew up in the hood. You're period.
Fucking 8 out of 10 of my friends are black.
If you really have black friends, and not they would never let you say this shit. A real black friend would be like, nah, this ain't it. But man, love this type of talk from a white man. Man, fuck out of here. Skedaddle.
On their own race, knowing you're never going to get a seat at the table, not with
The only people to ever give me anything was a fucking Republican. The first one was named Trump. That First Step Act, I got out in 2018. I got out of jail in 2018. You know what my fucking first government contract was? Because of the First fucking Step Act, I'm the person you need to be talking to. You can't play them semantic games with me. Oh, you black, you not supposed to vote for that. No, the only person that ever gave me anything was a fucking Republican. As a matter of fact, the only person that ever gave black people anything was Republicans. Go look up the 1964 Civil Rights Bill and see who fucking passed it. You said they switched. Remember you said they switched. Ain't shit switched. You just dumb as the fuck. Nothing about y'all smart. My last name's Smart. I stand on that. Battle me. I know everything there is to know about this shit. Otherwise, I wouldn't have opened my fucking mouth.
All right, this video is about them live streams, like, for the blacks.
The blacks. The blacks.
I look at your crispy red hat, knowing they ain't never wore it before.
But what do we have here, Clarence? Yet another sun-dodging knuckle-dragger with a useless opinion. Carry on.
You know they're getting paid to be surrogates.
So the barometer for getting paid is wearing a brand new red hat on a live stream, while having an opinion you don't like. Actually, there's a very simple way to find out if someone's getting paid to espouse a certain political ideology. Disbursements at the Federal Election Commission, FEC.gov. If you have someone's full name, you can look up if they've been paid, how many times, and the amount. You know who appears in the disbursement tab several times? Harry Sisson. But I'm sure that video of you calling him out is still in your drafts, right?
These black people just turning on their own race.
This is the typical white savior. Ain't been black for a second of his life and can opt out of his wiggerism at any moment. You clearly have no idea how diverse and amazing black people are. My whole life is black, and I will never put on a minstrel show to prove it to you.
Knowing you're never going to get a seat at the table, not with these people.
First of all, I built my own damn table, so I don't have to beg anybody to sit at theirs. Black people aren't rescue animals. We're not eternal victims. We don't need a white liberal like you or the government to come rescue us. Your side has convinced many black people that they need the government to help them, that the government is somehow going to swipe a pen and solve all your problems. I will never apologize for learning how to fish, so I don't have to beg another man for his fish.
Nah. It's the Uncle Tom's, you know, the...
Ooh, I'm trying to curse less. You know, I'm getting deeper in Jesus, and I'm trying not to curse as much, but you ain't making this easy, mother... This man is whiter than raw dough and think he has the autonomy to call black people he doesn't agree with Uncle Tom. I don't give a frog's fat ass how many yo-yo-yos you can find. I don't give a damn how many hats you can wear backwards. The one thing you'll never have is this beautiful brown skin. And I am most certain that your Pillsbury ass will never say that to a black person in 3D.
The hardcore wannabe white dudes, I mean, like white, black, I can't even fucking say it. I've been around them all my life, and I grew up in the projects.
So you're probably talking about the little black kid in the projects who like to read, who like to explore, who like to ask questions. Little black kids like me. Black kids who can enunciate. Oh, you talk white. Black kids who excelled in school. Black kids like me who didn't see the project as a place to raise another generation of their bloodline. And you just expose how racist you are because being black is not a monolith. Being black isn't just defined by street slang and rap music. Being black isn't defined by Section 8 and public housing. Blackness isn't wrapped up in kissing the Democrat Party's ass.
Fucking 8 out of 10 of my friends are black.
You want a biscuit? And I can imagine the type of black friends you have.
I got probably one black friend that think Trump's the shit, and then I talk to him, and he is... The only thing he cares about is that about prison reform or something. I'm like, bro... I don't think that's true. I think you need to look it up, but he won't look it up, no matter what I tell him.
It's called the First Step Back. You can literally go to the Federal Bureau of Prisons and look it up. Also known as FSA Public Law 115-39. Passed by Congress on December 18, 2018 and signed into law on December 21, 2018 by President Donald John Trump. Literally on the Bureau of Prisons website, it tells you how many people have been helped. Over 70,000 at this point. And it's ridiculous that people like you are so deep in their Trump derangement that you can't go look up a simple piece of legislation.
Trump is one of the most racist, undercover person I ever met in my life.
So you met Trump. What's he like? I've been black my whole life. I don't need Casper to define what racism is for me, or how it shows up in my everyday life. Donald Trump is not a racist, and anytime I ask one of you people to define what racism is and how it's manifest in anything Trump has done, it easily gets debunked. We are bored with white liberals who act tough until they get punched in the mouth. I've always wanted to use that Mike Tyson quote.
I used to be a racist motherfucker back in the day.
I'm so shocked. But here's your good news. You're still racist. That's good news? Whatever.
And I'm glad my kids, if I was to say the N-word, man, my kids would jump down my throat.
If you believe that this man does not say the word, then I'm sure I could convince you to purchase some of my beachfront property in Montana.
If I say it, it's because I'm just so used to, like, fucking the songs that are going, you know, stupid shit like that.
But I thought you didn't say it, and let's be clear, I don't care. It's just a word. It's not going to ruin my life or my good time.
And my employees say it, you know, some of my employees are a little bit fucking fucked up and racist.
So this man isn't racist, but he hires racist. This man isn't racist, but black people can only think, believe, and vote one way. The melanin in my skin is not a substitute for my damn brain. This man spent 5 minutes battling and contradicting himself. I am so bored with the simpleton reasoning, bro. You are fired. Your position has been vacated. We no longer need your services. I'm black, from the projects, never been a Democrat. Trump 2024. Let go.
All right, this video is about them live streams.
You know what's funny is that liberals never really catch that the thing that they think they're defending is actually the thing they're actually being warned about. Like, we're being warned about you. We're not being warned about conservatives or right-wing extremists. We're being warned about you. Like Malcolm X talked about it, James Baldwin, Martin Luther King Jr., the white liberal. It's you. You're the danger. So you think because we didn't vote the way you wanted that we've turned on our own race? And you're saying this from the outside perspective. I love that. Do you see? Do you see? This is what's funny. You think you know what's best for us. You're going to speak for us. You're going to tell us what we need, what we have to do, what we have to like, what we have to... Why do you not understand that this is... You're doing this in public. We can see you. You know that, right? Do you not understand that? It's funny. You keep doing it. You guys think you say it with your full chest, as if you're going to speak for people and tell us what we need to do. Trust our frauds because they said the word liberal to you. Because they said the word liberal. They're not doing anything for you at all. Nothing at all. Thievery and nepotism. Narcissism. Delusional idiocy. And you're like, no, it's fine because they said the word liberal to you. Are you done? When are you people going to be done with this idiocy? When are you going to be done with this stupid shit? Because you have a little ideology, a little full philosophical, esoteric belief system? Who gives a fuck? That has nothing to do with reality at all. Nobody cares what you like. We don't care. Do you not understand? This is not how reality works. That's not how reality works. When are you going to get it through your skull? When are you going to understand it? Just because you like your dumbass frauds doesn't make them not frauds. They still are anyway. They don't care about you. Saying the word liberal doesn't mean they give a fuck about you at all. Why? Because now they have rainbows in their little pride parade. They don't care. Raytheon doesn't care. Goldman Sachs doesn't care. The Fed doesn't care. The FBI doesn't care. They don't care about you at all. They don't care. They're pitting you against each other. You lunatic. Do you not see that? How do you not see that? How do you not understand that? They're pitting you against each other. Donald Trump is the biggest evil of all time, says the people that were at his wedding. Are you done? Let me know when you're done. Let me know when you are. Because this is so disgraceful and shameful for you. It's so sad. It's also kind of funny for the rest of us. I'm going to laugh and mock and ridicule you until you go away forever. Will you stop? You need to stop. You're in public. So embarrassing. Liberals are so shameful. You're so shameful. You get whatever you deserve. That's exactly what needs to happen to you. You feel oppressed? Good. May it expand forever into eternity. Because that's exactly what you deserve when you act like shallow, neurotic teenagers who peaked in high school. This isn't a fucking movie. This is not a movie. You need to calm down. You need to figure it out. Nobody's voting against their interests. They're voting for what their interests are. Sorry, it doesn't align with your little tacky ideology, which is a religion for idiots. Good luck on your journey, dumbass. Good luck.
All right, this video is about them live streams for the blacks. Every time I click on one of these live streams and a black person's on there, and I'm thinking, oh, what is going on? I look at their crispy red hat, knowing they ain't never wore it before. You know they're getting paid. It's just so funny that these black people turning on their own race.
Gotcha. So what you're saying is, anytime you see a black individual think outside of that racial box that you so desperately want to trap them in, they must be a surrogate. They're obviously being paid because there's absolutely no way that black people can think differently from each other. It's funny because it's almost as if when it comes to white people, you have no issue with these individuals thinking differently from each other. Or at least you acknowledge that it may be inevitable, right? There's nothing weird about that premise. But when it comes to black people, the thought of not all of them thinking the exact same thing is just so out of this world. It's absolutely alien. Buddy, you might as well be a white supremacist. Black people are not a monolith. I don't need to have some unbound loyalty to somebody simply by the basis of their skin color. And if you were as virtuous as you try to make yourself seem, you would recognize that. But unfortunately, pretending and wanting to be perceived as the good guy for so long can only lead you down the path of being a villain. Long story short, you're racist, my guy. I'm sorry to tell you. What is it that they say? Oh yeah, I would go decolonize that mind of yours before it's too late.
It's just so funny that these black people just turning on their own race, knowing you're never going to get a seat at the table, not with these people.
So this is what happens when you have severely limited cerebral capacity. A bunch of these people will sit here and say, you're not going to get a seat at the table. They don't like you. They're racist, without ever asking themselves, what table do these people actually want to be seated at? They're the same people who expect black people to be a monolith and all think the same way. And as a black person, you better not dare wander off that Democratic plantation. And here this individual is trying to get us back on that plantation. All black people do not have to think the same. All black people do not want to vote for Democrats. And just because a black person comes on a social media platform and supports Trump does not mean they're being paid to do so. I know you might not believe it, but there are many of us who have the capacity and have it in abundance for free and independent thinking. And just because you don't have much of that and you're not able to see through the Democratic propaganda doesn't mean all black people are the same. So I go back to my original question. What table do these people actually want a seat at? And for many of us, it is not the Democratic table. Many of us do not want to be on the side that does not like voter ID for elections. Many of us do not want to be on the side that wants to limit free speech. Many of us do not want to be on the side that has problems with the Second Amendment. Many of us do not want to be on the side that elects leaders who are scared to do adversarial interviews. Many of us do not want to be on the side of the people who hide from the media. Many of us don't want to be on the side of the people who gaslight the American people on a regular basis. Many of us do not want to be on the side of the people who have to scare the American people into hopefully voting for them. They can't do it on their policies because their policies have not created good results, so they have to try to scare the American people by saying Trump is an evil, racist boogeyman who's going to destroy the world if he gets elected. Many of us are able to think enough for ourselves to where we actually see through what the Democrats are doing. And it's very obvious if you don't have Trump derangement syndrome. Many of us want to be at the table where common sense is a thing. The side where we're not putting biological men in women's sports. The side who actually cares about policy and focuses on policy rather than vibes and joy. The side that isn't suing independent presidential candidates to try to keep them off the tickets. The side that actually has a candidate that was actually voted for in a primary. The side that doesn't try to appease to terrorists and terrorist sympathizers. The side that actually had good foreign policy. Look at the foreign policy under Trump compared to Biden and Harris. If you say it's been better under Biden and Harris, you are lying to yourself and everyone around you. Then towards the end of his video, he goes on to say this.
So quit selling out your people. It's fucked up and it's embarrassing.
We know those Democratic slaveholders fought hard to keep those slaves. They didn't want to let them go. It's very clear, but we're free. I know you guys don't like free and independent thought, but we don't care. So yes, we will continue to support Trump, and you'll continue to watch.
Malcolm X was definitely right. I see it play out every single day. when I log into TikTok and Instagram. So anyways guys, thank you for watching. If you stay till the end, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for hanging in there with me. I love you and I hope you have an amazing week. Kenyan Hippie out.